Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The band Brass Pair is playing this Saturday at the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick. Brass Pair will be playing all your favorite hits live Saturday, March 22nd from 8 to midnight, and there's no cover charge. Come have a fun night with Brass Pair performing at the Keswick Tavern this Saturday night. Another morning show here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. I am a paid professional. Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Shuttler, what's up, pal?
Not much, buddy. It's breezy out there, I can tell you that.
A little bit breezy on this Wednesday.
Yeah, my 4.5 mile walk this morning.
4.5 miles?
Did I say miles? I meant blocks. But for a guy like me, it feels like miles. So it was breezy, a little chilly. Maybe not a day to wear shorts. I'm just saying.
So, anything happened in the last 24 hours since I saw you last?
Nothing exciting, no.
All right. Well,
you?
Not particularly, no.
I mean,
no.
It was sort
Riley,
of
my daughter Riley's been back on spring break for a few days, so I've been hanging out with her, watching a little TV that her and I like to watch. And
watch anything different last night?
My wife's working 24 hours a day, so I don't ever see her.
Hey, someone's got to bring home the bread.
Let's take a look at our forecast, shall we? It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Of course, they've been proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for about 28 years now. Can you believe that?
That is insane.
Windy. Let's take it over to meteorologist Neil Crott for the official forecast brought to us by the Garden Gate.
Definitely windy. Wind advisory in effect from 1 p.m. I'm guessing that's going to kick in a little bit sooner than that. 1 to 10 tonight. Chance of rain and thunderstorms likely today after 4. Increasing clouds and a high near 60. Rain and snow before midnight tonight. Chance of snow between midnight and 3. Low around 26. Wasn't it just 70-something yesterday?
Yeah.
That was nice. Let's get some snow tonight.
We're getting every single thing you can get in a forecast.
Maybe we'll get a tsunami tomorrow. I hope. Tomorrow, sunny and a high near 48, another breezy day. Tomorrow night, increasing clouds, 32 for an overnight low, and partly sunny on Friday, also breezy, and a high near 59. So what's the currents looking like?
Current conditions. Let's get to the forecast here on the National Weather Service site. We do have humidity at 86%. Winds are northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, some stronger gusts. The barometer is barometing at 29.38.
That's a good number.
The dew point is pointing at 41. I don't know. I'm just making words up. And according to the National Weather Service, we have 45 degrees here in southeast Iowa. Radar shows maybe just a tiny bit of light precipitation in southeast Iowa. I know at about 4:30 this morning, I woke up to some lightning and thunder. So that makes some of our dogs nervous.
Yeah, me too.
Makes you nervous?
Yeah.
You get kind of shaky and
a little.
Cuddle up next to
I do a little bit. And then it was still thundering at 5 in my particular bed. But I think that's what I ate last night, so don't worry about it.
That corned beef and cabbage
it's
coming
still
back to
kicking in.
Wow. St. Patrick's Day.
Man, I tell you.
Let's jump into our this or that. Of course, it goes up on Facebook every weekday at 6 a.m. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty. So, movie night or game night? What do you prefer?
I'd like to say game night, but it's going to be a movie night 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one that gets into games.
All right. And yesterday's question of the day was, what's your favorite board game?
Yeah.
So we were actually playing games at the Shetler household last night. We were playing the game I told you about, Bananagram.
Yeah?
We were playing some Bananagram.
Bananagram.
I forgot. There's also this really goofy card game. It's called, what is it called? Taco, Cat, Goat, Pizza,
that sounds like something I would have created.
Yeah. And you're laying cards down, then you got to slap them, and then the last one
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I'm probably butchering it. Taco, Cat,
Taco,
Goat,
Cat,
Cheese, Pizza. I don't know. Anyway,
Goat cheese.
Make sure you comment on that on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Question of the day goes up at noon, sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. What is the best coffee that you buy and brew at home? I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm sitting this one out.
I was going to throw that towards you. Honestly, I really like Dunkin' Donuts. I can't remember which flavor it is. But then there's also Black Rifle. Is that what it's called? Just Black Rifle Company coffee.
Is that a manly man's coffee?
Oh, I tell you, it's actually all veterans that have created this company, and all the proceeds go back to the veterans.
Okay.
But man, do they make some killer coffee. They got one called the AK-47 or something like that, and it's just straight espresso.
Okay.
I mean, it'll wake you up right now.
I mean, I've seen it in stores. I've seen it at Scheels.
Yep.
Where they sell it. So
yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very good. You should try some. I'll bring some for you.
I don't do coffee. If I did coffee, I'd just get something at Barnwired down below us.
Yeah.
Of course, we're in the new studios, Oski Dental Studios, which we haven't thanked our big sponsors yet today. We do thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here in Sigourney, where, of course, savings are made simple. You can download their app. You can go to shopbrothersmarket.com for more information. They've got digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals. It's a smart way to shop, Neil.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Well,
go to Brothers
smart.
Market in Sigourney for your groceries. If Julie Tremmel is watching this morning. Groceries. Hey, our studios are sponsored by Oski Dental. Do I have a Toothy sighting here in studio? Toothy, come here, Toothy.
Hey.
You about got me.
I
had a spit take.
That was fantastic. Oh. Hey, it's me,
What's up, Toothy?
How you know?
Tell us the story. What's happening?
Toothy don't do stories.
Well, all right. Tell us the stuff about Garden Gate. Oski Dental.
Well, I tell you what. There they are. You can schedule your appointment with Dr. Schuster. They're accepting new patients. They file all your insurance forms for you, and they are a Delta dental provider. Located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Toothy is a little under the weather today. I think when he tripped coming in, as you heard.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, I was trying to make a footstep sounds, but I'm not sure what it sounded like.
Again, we're doing just another morning show. Boy, we're a week and a half into this. You know, we've had guests every single day here on the show, at least one, usually two. We've got two guests today. Miss Amanda Kelly from the Sigourney Public Library coming in a little bit later on. Boy, I tell you what, my screen is all messed up.
Why?
I don't know why. But let's bring in our first guest of the day.
Hey, it's Hot Jodi.
Jodi Griner. Woo! I don't have much of a voice. I can't hit high notes, so woo! Woo!
That's pretty good.
Jodi
I like it.
Jodi Griner from Jodi's Journeys hanging out with us. I don't know why I'm getting double the little
that's interesting
thing is going across the screen. But anyway, Jodi's hanging out with us from Jodi's Journeys. And Jodi, you're here to hype up your latest trip. It's coming up at the end of May. Give us the info.
Okay, so the timing could not be perfect because I'm doing a trip to Noah's Ark in May, and I was just there last weekend doing exploratory,
scouting,
a scouting trip.
mission.
Yep. It's exactly what it was. So I wanted to test out all the hotels to make sure they were good, make sure the restaurants were there, make sure the Ark was there. It is.
That's a good thing.
It is, yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm doing a trip the end of May. The dates are May 27th through the 30th. So it's a Tuesday through a Friday. So it's in the middle of the week. So we're going to miss all of the weekend, crowds. Congestion.
There you go.
Very
Okay.
good.
Let's bring some of the info up on screen. Get my little thing. That's this stupid thing. There we go. Technology is the worst, Jodi.
I love it.
So there's the stuff on the screen. Go ahead and keep chatting about
So
things.
anyway, there's 2 pickup locations. There's one in Sigourney that will be behind the bank at Midwest One. So that's Tuesday morning. The other stop is in Washington. I've not nailed down the exact spot. It's probably going to be Hy-Vee, but there's going to be a pickup spot in Washington. So we got 2 pickup spots, and then we're heading towards Kentucky. We're going to do a couple potty breaks along the way. We're going to stop for lunch. I do lots of games on the bus. So it's a motor coach transportation, giant motor coach, big windows, fluffy, comfortable seats.
Oh, wow.
All the things. We play bingo. We do trivia. I've got snacks, drinks, all the things to keep you entertained and
Man.
Yeah.
You are on fire, girl.
On fire. Yes.
We should do one of these and just do like little videos all along the way, and
you could just video me sleeping in the big, soft, comfy seats.
Snoring.
Yes.
Keeping everybody awake on the bus.
Maybe I could hide it.
Hide it.
Hide your snoring?
I tried.
So this Noah's Ark. Tell us about this Noah's Ark thing, if people aren't familiar with it.
Okay, so it's a true to size replica of Noah's Ark. And so I was there last weekend, and it's interesting because they have the cages of where the animals were set up. And also we're always taught that there was two.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true. It's saying there were 7. There were 7 pairs of right? They don't teach us that. It was 7.
Well, that's interesting.
Also, it covers all the questions that you don't think about. So, were there mosquitoes on the Ark? Did they have all of the centipedes and the spiders and all the things? It covers that. There was only 7 people on the Ark serving over 7,000 animals. Did you know that? Did you know there was?
That'd just be constant.
24/7
poop.
But it was so right, and the watering and the all the things.
Well, yeah.
It talks about how they chose the animals, like they chose young animals because they're smaller in size.
Oh. And
they reproduce better as they're younger. So anyway, it covers a lot of things you don't even think about. But there's 3 or 4 levels, and you go through each level, and each level has all the information and just reading, and they have videos that you can see. It's very cool. So in one entire day is going to be spent at Noah's Ark. So you will have plenty of time to read and do all the things. They have lots of restaurants, it's like a campus. So they have all these restaurants. Outside they do little shows and videos, and so you get all the information.
Cool.
That's one day.
Oh.
Right? There's more.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Call now.
Right. So there's a creation museum that's about 45 minutes from Noah's Ark, and that goes through it does a really good, what I liked about it is does a really good job of comparing the biblical.
That's a fun word to say.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hard word to say. Yes.
Especially at 7:15 in the morning.
It's early. It's really early this morning. There's a lot of stairs out there to get. So it goes through the biblical creation, and it compares it with the scientific. And so it doesn't come out and say, this is right and this is wrong. It gives you all the information, and you know. But we know. But it gives it delivers it in a way that is receivable to lots of people that were maybe on the fence about it, which is what I like. It doesn't come out and say you're an idiot if you think this.
Right. So, even though Steve is getting ready to say, but you are. I can see in your eyes. You're like,
this is my show.
I want to say it so bad.
We were talking about evolution here recently. We wanted to know who the person was that saw the last person that transitioned from a monkey into a human.
Transitions. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So again, we're talking with Jodi Greiner, Jodi's Journeys. And again, you can experience Bible history at the life-size Noah's Ark. Yeah, I've wanted to make that trip. How long of a trip is it? How long are you in a bus?
The bus, it's about an 8-hour drive. So if you're going to drive straight through, it's about an 8-hour drive. But we break it up, so it's over. We take an entire day to get there. Huh. So there's rests along the way, and we stop for lunch, and so we take it slow and easy.
Sure.
But it's not very far. Also, there's one entire day spent at Noah's Ark. There's another entire day spent at the Creation Museum. The trip is priced right, if you ask me. It does not include meals. So I want to be clear about that. So there's few places you can trim the fat off of a trip, and so I try to keep them as cheap as possible. And so the only meals that are included are the breakfast that you'll eat at the hotel, but there are options as far as where you want to have dinner. So it gives you the opportunity if you want to spend $5 on your dinner, or if you want to go out some nice places you can go. So it's entirely up to you. So it's not built into the cost of the tour, jacking your price up.
That's cool.
Okay. And I'm putting the prices up you've got prices for singles, doubles, triple, quads. So obviously like the double, we're looking at prices per person.
Yes. So if you want a single room, you're going to pay more for that. But if you have a friend, a husband, a mom, somebody you want to share a room with, it makes it a little cheaper. If you've got a couple people you want to throw in that room, it gets even cheaper.
If you want to make it a sweat lodge.
Exactly. Right. Yes. Exactly.
Piled on top of each other. Yeah. If you don't mind Neil snoring at night, he'll give you a discount.
Right. Pack them all in.
Big discount.
Well, it's going to be fun. Yeah, you've done this. This isn't your first rodeo.
No, it is my first time going to Noah's Ark. It's not my first Jodi's Journeys tour, obviously, but it's our first time going to Noah's Ark. I was receiving feedback that people wanted to go, and so I still have a few spots left, and so I'm trying to get the tour sold out. There's only I think the last time I checked was yesterday. I think there was five or six rooms that are left, so there's not many left. So if you want in on this, you gotta let me know.
Jump.
How many people do you take down there overall?
The bus holds 56.
Okay.
I like to have it full.
Yeah, sure. I was going to ask you something else, and now I forget. Again, we're with Jodi from Jodi's Journeys. Now, of course, you have a Facebook page for Jodi's Journeys.
I do. So if you wanted to see the entire itinerary, it's on Jodi's Journeys Facebook page. I posted a video on there of the Ark, so it takes you directly to that website, and so you can look at what the Ark is all about. It is very, very cool stuff.
Yeah,
it sounds cool. It really does.
When you and I were kind of getting your ad put together, I went to the Ark's website, and they've got some really cool information and pictures and stuff going on there too. So, yeah, it looks like a really cool trip. All right, so let's take a deep dive. Let's take a deeper dive into Jodi Greiner. What made
We're gonna go dark.
Okay. Here we go.
Now, what made you want to start up Jodi's Journeys? And how long have you been doing this now?
Okay, that's an easy question. When I was young, when Jodi was young, she was really looking for event planning. I love to do event planning, and I love putting tours or trips together. So my girlfriends and my family will tell you that I've been doing this a long time. In fact, my girlfriends, when I do a girls trip, I put it together. They don't even know where they're going. They just show up with their bags, and I handle everything. And so, but anyway, I've been doing that a long time. But I was looking for an event planning job when I was young Jodi, and I couldn't find any that paid very well. They're few and far between, and the ones you could find don't pay the bills. And so I kind of had to chuck that and sent my career in another direction. But a couple years ago, my mother has a friend. Her name is Sandy Rowell. If you're listening out there, she had a small tour business that she was running, and she was getting ready to retire, and she didn't want it to die on the vine, and she asked if I wanted it. So she gave I didn't pay for it. She gave me the business, and
Nice.
had a large client list on it, and so I've added to that over the years. But anyway, that's how I got started. I'm like, well, I could do this on the side. So this is a side hustle for me. So it's I have a full-time job, and I have a couple part-time jobs actually. So this is something that I just throw in on the side for fun.
You want to sell for Steve Shuttler Media? We'll give you another part-time job.
She didn't jump on that one.
I'll give you free advertising.
I could rock that job.
I bet you could. By the way, Sherry Westendorf is in the comments, and she says that Jodi is the best at planning trips.
Sherry, I love you. She has been on lots of my girls' trips. She knows.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Sherry, a big supporter of Steve Shuttler Media. Backtracking. We're going to backtrack here about 20 minutes ago. We were talking about Black Rifle Coffee. I don't want to overlook this. Rick Landgrebe from Brothers Market says that Brothers sells Black Rifle Coffee. So
Rick, I knew that. I didn't want to correct Steve. I just was going to tell him off camera, so I didn't want to make you feel bad. But yes, they do sell it as well, and I appreciate that.
And also, by the way, I don't want to forget, you were saying, Jodi, how you were kind of gifted this business, right? Mm-hmm. So if I croak Neil, I want to say publicly that I'm gifting you Steve Shuttler Media. So it could be Neil Crop Media. All right? So
boy, that's going to be talk about
that's
dark.
A gift. That's
going to be a twisted day.
Fart jokes.
Oh, no. Come on.
So what else can we talk about? What's going on? Where else have you gone on Jodi's journeys?
I've done a lot of trips to Branson. So that's a sold out tour every year.
Okay.
I have a ton of return customers that do that every year. And so
do you do like 2 trips a year?
I try to do 2 trips a year.
Okay.
I've organized a trip to Nashville before. I could not get enough people signed up for that.
Oh,
so
really?
I had to, I think it was priced too high.
Okay.
And so I'm conscientious now of trying to keep the price as low as I possibly can, which is,
While still making a little bit of a profit, at least. Make it worth your time.
I got to make it worth my time. It is it's expensive. Like advertising is expensive, and you can't fill a tour unless you advertise.
Right.
And
with Steve Shuttler Media, I am very affordable.
exactly, you're very affordable, which is why I'm here. Cha-cha.
Make my own graphics and everything.
Yes. Yes, you do.
So sometimes I feel like I'm the third wheel in the room. And today has been one of those days. Since the moment Hot Jodi walked in, it's been nonstop.
We had a photo shoot before we went on. We had to get the perfect angle, make sure Jodi looked good. So we made that happen. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about? Ignore him.
No.
That's why I do.
No, that there's still room on the tour. I'd like to get it sold. We're running out of time to get signed up. So because I've got to get my final numbers to my contacts down in Kentucky. So if you want in on this, you gotta move.
Let's bring up your contact info on the screen. As you can see, you've got the phone number there. You've got the email. Are you an email checker?
I check it all the time, all day long.
Yeah, so you can email Jodi's Journeys 21 at gmail.com. Call Jodi at 641-660-6417. Call now, and she'll throw in a free Ginsu knife set. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Will you?
And a pillow.
Oh.
And a pillow. A My Pillow?
A My Pillow.
Oh, my.
641-6... What's that number again? 641-660-6417. You see the prices on the screen. It's going to be a great trip. If you like the Bible, you like the history of the Bible, the Noah's Ark, whole shebang, it's going to be a good time.
I think it's, I hopefully someday I get to go through it.
If I ever get time off from Steve Shuttler Media.
You can do it's a quick and easy weekend. Like you can get it done in a weekend. So it's you got to do it.
I think it'd be cool.
Really educational.
I like the fact that if you were to do a Jodi's Journeys trip, that I don't have to drive.
Well, yeah.
And I don't have to think about where we're going.
Yep.
Or, all that stuff's obviously taken care of.
I take care of all of you. You can pretend like you're 3 years old again, and I will hold
We do that
I will
every day.
hold your
I was going to
hand through the
say,
whole
what's
thing.
new? But yeah, no, I agree with you. That's the best part about.
It's nice to turn your brain off
Yes.
and just have somebody else. And
Yeah.
I'm your girl.
That's the
Because-
because that's the stressful part. I am not a traveler, and Stacy will tell you that. I don't travel because I don't like the pressure and the stress of planes and
Right. My
know,
biggest thing with
Ubers
driving
and-
is the first, like if it's an all day driving event to get where you're going, I'm done for the next day.
It's
I'm just, it
exhausting.
wears you out
It is
just
exhausting.
driving. And I know that sounds awful, but I just soon, get on a bus, sleep, and
You can take a nap, and the chairs are super big and super comfy, so you can nap the whole
I
way
want
down
to see
there.
these chairs.
They're nice.
Wow.
It's a nice bus. Like large amount of the budget is on the motor
That's
coach.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So again, contact Jodi at Jodi's Journeys. Look her up on Facebook. We'll tag her page in this post, and you can check things out. And limited seating.
Yeah, so hurry up. Get in there.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
All right, Jodi. Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fabulous.
It wasn't that bad at all, was it?
No,
Good.
easy peasy. lemon
Good
squeezy.
deal.
We'll have to do this again. Are you doing a like a Branson Christmas trip or
Yes,
something?
yes. The
Okay.
Branson tour is being planned right now. I'm
Cool.
also considering doing a day trip this summer to the Des Moines Farmers Market. Maybe hit a couple antique stores. Maybe do a winery wine tasting. And so I'm kind of thinking about doing a couple of those things this
Very
summer.
cool.
Awesome. All right, so check her out. Jodi's Journeys. Jodi Griner. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, again, maybe we'll do it again later on this year. All right, we got lots to get to here on Steve Shuttler Media. Just another morning show. We'll take a break. Be back with more right after this.
Iowa Brianna is a sweet, fruity white wine from Tassel Ridge Winery with pear, apple, and apricot on the palate and acid perfectly balanced by sweetness for a clean, lingering finish. You can serve it chilled as a before-dinner beverage or just sip it by itself on a warm afternoon. Iowa Brianna is made from Brianna grapes grown in our vineyards in Haskell County, Iowa. Tassel Ridge Brianna is available at several of our more than 350 retailers. If you don't see Brianna at your favorite retailer, ask the manager to get it for you.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shuttler Media. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headliner. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. We thank Jodi from Jodi's Journeys. And she's been doing some ads here on Steve Shuttler Media for the last week and just hanging out with us for a while here on Just Another Morning Show. So, again, snatch up those last spots for the trip to Noah's Ark and the Creation Museum, I think is what it's
In
called.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah, 8-hour trip to Kentucky on a comfortable bus. So
That would be about the best way to go to Kentucky, I
a
think.
bus?
Yeah. I don't want to drive through there. Too bad.
You scared?
A little bit.
You scared?
You seen
driving
some-
through Kentucky?
You seen some of them documentaries? Kentucky is thank goodness I got the Noah's Ark now.
Let's take another look at our forecast. Once again, it's sponsored by Garden Gate in Sigourney. Wind advisory today. Windy east winds gusting up to maybe 50
That's
miles
nuts.
per hour. Hold on to your hat.
Right.
Hold on to your toupee. Wind advisory for today from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Chance of some rain and thunderstorms and a high around 60 for today. Weather sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. It's 7:33. And what do we got? 43 45 degrees.
Yep, 45
in southeast
45.
Iowa. We really haven't even gotten going yet.
Well, let's do it.
On this date, what is today?
The
20th?
19th, isn't it?
19th?
Yes, 19th.
Yes, I keep one of the. My brain is thinking it's Thursday.
Oh no, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. We've got the Sigourney City Council meeting coming up tonight at 6.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in for that.
Well, I'm on it.
On this date in history, 1831, the very first bank robbery in America took place.
Really?
And you would think it would be Jesse James or somebody famous.
Cool.
It was actually some guy named Ed Smith. Ed. Ed robbed the New York City Bank. New York City? $245,000. So, I mean...
When was this?
This was 1831.
That's a ton of money.
That was a big payday back in 1831.
Wow.
About $250,000. So, good job, Ed.
Yeah, no kidding. Sticking it to the man. Wow.
1865, a plot to kidnap Abraham Lincoln fell apart because of last-minute schedule changes. Would-be kidnapper John Wilkes Booth end up, of course, being the assassin of Lincoln about a month later. So
it was supposed to be a kidnapping.
They were going to kidnap him on this date.
Huh.
That all got changed due to some probably some presidential schedule changes. On this date in 1917, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the 8-hour workday.
Oh.
I mean, so that makes me think of my work schedule. My work schedule is all over the place.
Right.
I mean, I might work, 5 hours a day one day, but then again, I might work 12 hours one day, or 4 hours on a Saturday, or 4 hours on a Sunday, which I usually, is actually kind of a normal schedule for me. So my schedule's all over the place. Not necessarily an 8-hour workday, but just it's in. But
I wonder why
increments.
8 was the magic. I don't
know. I think if I remember right, didn't Ford
That's what
Motor Company have something to do with that?
Yeah,
I think they started the 8-hour workday.
Huh.
On this date in 1918, Congress approved the idea of daylight saving time.
That was a dumb thing to do.
1931, state of Nevada legalized gambling.
Oh, good. Well, that's worked out.
You ever been out to Vegas?
I have not.
I've been there a couple of times.
Oh, really? Oh, money bags?
I don't gamble.
Oh. Well, then you probably didn't win.
I don't play card games and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm not going to waste my time on the slot machines. No thanks.
Well,
you see those old people there.
I feel
pay the penny slot.
I feel sorry for them old people. They stay there all night long.
And they smoke.
Yes. And they just sit there. And them stools ain't very big and comfortable.
Let's see here. On this date in 1975, check this out. Pennsylvania became the first state to allow girls to compete with boys in high school sports.
Oh.
1975 for that. So interesting. Today, on the National Day calendar, it's Clients Day.
Okay.
So I appreciate all my clients, all my advertisers. Right. It's Let's Laugh Day. Hang on. Here. The laugh track. Okay.
Oh.
Enough laughing. It's National Poultry Day today, too.
I'm having chicken tonight. National Poultry Day. So I win.
I can't even make a chicken noise right now.
It's coming back. It's getting closer.
Julie Tremmel says daylight saving time is a blessing. It's a curse.
I see a Steve and Julie.
I don't mind daylight saving time. I just would like it to stay on daylight. Just pick one. Pick one. Stay with it. We did today. What else we got going on today? Let's run through our monthly tournament. Oh, man, we should have got Jodi's opinion.
Oh, that's right.
On our monthly tournament. 80s rock bands. It's sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Stop in and see my lovely wife for your insurance needs. 80s rock bands. This went up at 6 p.m. this evening, goes through 6 p.m. this evening. Did I say that? It went up at 6 p.m. last evening, Goes through 6 p.m.
I wasn't even going to correct
this
you
evening.
because you said it so proudly. I'm like, just let them go. It's fine.
Def Leppard versus Skid Row. Who you going
Don't
with?
you dare try to sing any Sebastian Bach right now.
I can't. No.
I would get...
Let me tell you this. The voting is definitely in favor of Def Leppard.
Really? It reminds me, seeing these names come up today, it's been a few weeks, but I'm a drummer at heart, and it's a lot of people going down, driving around, they're singing along with the songs. Some people are air guitaring. I'm drumming as I'm driving.
Air drumming?
Yeah, I don't even remember what song it was that was on the radio, but I was into it. I was drumming. I had the window down, and one of my sticks flew out the window. One of my air sticks, so I had to switch it to Def Leppard.
Oh!
Because he's only got one arm. That was really... No, it was funny.
Horrible joke.
Drummers get it.
I am offended.
I would go Def Leppard. They still sound relatively...
The same?
The same. I mean, honestly. And it's not like they're doing backtracks and everything. It's just... I don't know. They don't sound like they're old. And they're just trying. I mean, what's his name? What's the lead singer's name? Is it Joe Elliott, or is that the guitarist?
Sure. I
don't remember.
Joe's the lead singer. I'm not a huge Def Leppard fan.
What was the one album that was huge and...
Yeah, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah, Hysteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were some good tunes on there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they had some, really good songs.
Skid Row does too, though.
Skid Row does as well. Mm-hmm. But voting, so far in this entire tournament, everybody that you see on the left-hand side with the thumbs up emoji has won.
You suppose it's because people don't know how to do the heart?
And it looks like that's the way it's going to be as well for the entire first round. Everybody in the left-hand column is going to win. So far, we're going to go from this Def Leppard Skid Row matchup up to the upper left. Guns N' Roses versus Aerosmith will go up at 6 p.m. this evening. We'll have Motley Crue and AC/DC, Journey and Van Halen, and then it looks like Def Leppard against Bon Jovi.
So you're going to get some diehards there. That's going to be a tough one. Lots of
big hair in that matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
So some big second-round matchups coming up. Again, voting for our final first-round matchup, Def Leppard and Skid Row, going on now until 6 p.m. Get your votes in. That tournament sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. Let's see here. By the way, we are going to be doing another giveaway. Let's bring us back up on the screen here. Again, hi. Just another morning show sponsored by Brothers Market from the Oski Dental Studios. We're going to be doing a giveaway later on this hour. Mm-hmm. In fact, we could do it right now if we wanted to. We want to do this at different times of the day.
Keep you on your toes.
So we hit different people at different times. If I can do something entertaining right now, Neil. I'm putting you on the spot. Let's do...
I'm not wearing pants.
That's entertaining.
I have shorts on.
Let's do a call-in. Who has not called in to win a prize yet?
Ooh.
Here on Steve Shetler Media. We have some people watching right now that should call in. We're going to give away a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats. In fact, let's bring their logo up on the screen. We want you to see stuff that Bee's Sweet Treats has to offer. You can get your daily dose of happiness there at Bee's Sweet Treats.
I like daily
kitchen
dose.
supplies, gourmet mixes, ice cream, custom baking, loaded teas, and so much more. Check out.
I could go for some ice
cream. You
cream.
sound like you're really enjoying
I don't know
talking about
what it is about ice cream, but man.
So Bee's Sweet Treats, they're just not too far from us.
No.
Here, we're right up above Barn Wired on the square in Sigourney. Bee's Sweet Treats just
down and to the east.
Yep. So a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats up for grabs. If you want to play, we're going to do what we did yesterday. I thought that was kind of a fun game yesterday.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it worked well.
Which was headline, truth, or trash. If somebody wants to call in right now at 641-622-6262, again, that number.
Oh, yeah. I should probably make sure I tell them the number. 641-622-6262. 641
641-622-626. If somebody wants to play, call into the studio right now. Phone lines are open.
They are so open, it's not even funny.
You can play for a $10 gift card to Bees Sweet Treats.
Yes.
You have to kind of say that carefully. Otherwise, you say Bees.
It just sort of all comes together.
Bees Sweet Treats. Bees Sweet Treats. Headline Truth or Trash. For an example of what Truth or Trash is like, let's see here. I don't want to give that one away. I want to use that one. Ontario woman's missing cat turns up after 7 years. What do you think? Is that truth or trash? Again, Ontario woman's missing cat turns up after 7 years. Do you think that's truth or trash?
I'm going to go with truth.
You're going to go with truth?
Yeah.
It is correct.
Sweet.
So
7 years.
So we're going to do 2 out of 3 headlines, truth or trash. If you get 2 out of 3, you'll get the $10 gift card to Bees Sweet Treats.
Yeah.
If you don't call in, I'm going to use it myself. 641-622. That's right.
Oh,
641-622-6262. The number comes along your screen every once in a while. So give me a call. Nobody's calling right now. We're just going to put this over to the side.
Yep.
And if somebody wants to play the game at some point this morning, we'll do it. We want to hook somebody up with a $10 gift card to Bees Sweet Treats. Those treats are so sweet
that you want to go to Bees.
Let's do some things you need to know. Wow! Things you need to know. Weirdness in the Gene Hackman saga. You know,
more weirdness.
Gene and his wife found dead here. What? It's coming up probably at least a week to 2 weeks ago. So originally, they had determined that his wife, Betsy, had died on this was February 11th. Okay, and then they didn't find him for quite a while.
Yeah.
When her doctor heard that, he pointed out that was strange because he got a call from her on February 12th.
What? Wait, hold on. So the ME, that's medical examiner, for those of you.
Big fancy words.
Well, I watch a lot of crime shows. The ME must have concluded that she had died on the 11th, but he was wrong?
Must have been wrong by at least a day.
There's more to this story.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, it was sounding like she was dead for a while, and then he died like a week later.
Right.
He was suffering from Alzheimer's. The dog was dead.
Yeah.
They said the dog died from like starvation, dehydration, because nobody was around to feed it.
That sucks. That's too bad.
So everybody was dead. It's just like, what's the timeline? What exactly happened?
I mean, at first, again, I thought it was probably celebrity.
Yeah, like a murder-suicide type of thing.
But then it started adding up. Okay, this is just a real thing. And yeah, like we had talked, she had passed, and maybe he wasn't competent to take care of himself, and obviously the dog.
Yeah.
But why were they a day off?
Oh.
I know what it is. The dog did it.
The dog did it.
Yep. He's like, quit buying me this crap food.
Other things you need to know. We were talking about this maybe just yesterday. Keep your eyes on those late night skies this week. Possibility of some northern lights. Again, we were chatting about that. But again, is it cheating if you have to use a certain filter on your phone? Yes, I think so.
I want to see it with my naked eye.
Yes.
Or my one good eye anyway.
Which one is it?
My right eye stinks. I can't see nothing.
By the way, tomorrow, it's officially spring tomorrow.
Yeah.
So spring eve.
By the calendar. It's not going to feel like it when snow is on the ground.
Yeah, might have a little bit of snow on the ground to welcome in spring.
Wow.
Another celebrity leaving the country. Don't love it, leave it.
Don't love it, leave it.
Courtney Love doesn't love it. Courtney Love says that she has permanently relocated to England to get away from Emperor Trump. See ya.
Boy.
I mean, you murdered Kurt Cobain anyway, so.
Oh, whoa.
There's the door.
Wow. That just dropped right here. Woo. I was going to say I don't think she'll be missed, but.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan You let me know about this yesterday. Tracy Morgan, we were talking about how he's got a new potential series coming out. Tracy Morgan got sick and barfed courtside at Monday night's matchup between the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. He threw up on the sidelines of Madison Square Garden. The incident briefly paused play during the third quarter. He left being pushed in a wheelchair and a towel to his face.
Oh, my word.
They were saying it was food poisoning.
And if you haven't seen it, it's out there. The actual video, because that's how Steve and I ended our morning yesterday.
Yes.
And it's
yummy.
It's not pretty. He was not feeling good. That's my Tracy.
Oh.
That's my impression.
I didn't know what he did.
He talks a little weird sometimes. I like him. He's funny, but
NASA. Those astronauts are back on Earth. What was I going to say? Restaurants?
I was waiting though.
They're not restaurants. They're astronauts. NASA's, is it Sunny or Suni? I haven't watched the news, so I don't know how to pronounce her name.
No clue.
Let's see here. The astronauts are back. Miss Williams and Butch Wilmore. They're back on Earth. Of course, they had an extended stay at the International Space Station. 8-day visit turned into 9 months. So
that's okay. I thought I'd heard that. It was supposed to be only 8 days.
Yeah.
How would you... I don't even know. Mentally, they got to be shot.
Oh, man, yeah. Thanks to Elon Musk for saving the day.
That would be your vice emperor you're talking about.
Vice Emperor Elon. Let's see. Did you know there's something that's getting a lot of attention these days on the internet?
Us?
Other than us.
Oh, okay.
Sweatpants jeans. I need some of these. No. Jeans made out of sweatpants material.
Come on.
Wouldn't those just be sweatpants? Let's see here. Little Debbie. That's why I need sweatpants. So my gut can get bigger and
that's
out my pants.
That's the problem with sweatpants. You don't realize you're getting bigger.
Little Debbie bringing back 4 of their fan favorites, all ice cream bars. I did not know that Little Debbie made ice cream bars.
No.
Birthday cake ice cream bars.
Oh, I'm in.
Strawberry shortcake rolls ice cream bars. That's a mouthful. Nutty bars ice cream bars. Bars. And Star Crunch ice cream bars.
Oh, I've never had any of these, but I would love to try the Star Crunch one. I mean, they all sound good, but that Star Crunch ice cream bar, ooh. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Crunchy.
That's fine.
And then Billy Idol.
Get that lip up.
It's a rebel yell.
Hey, you can do that. Awesome.
Billy Idol getting ready to release his first new album in 10 years.
Oh, come on, Billy.
It's called Dream Into It. What does that mean? He says there's not a bad track on it. If you thought you were putting out bad material, then that'd be weird. So
yeah,
new Billy Idol on the way.
That will be interesting to hear. Huh.
Now that I did my Billy Idol, I'm coughing.
Been a long time since I had a wedding. It'll all be like sort of remakes of the old ones. He'll just make them modern.
Should we do the impossible?
I would love to.
Today's impossible.
You're pushing it. You're pushing.
Question. Today's impossible question. People who do this after waking up tend to have a better memory. What do you think? I'm going to sneeze. I feel a sneeze.
Why did you
say that? Right here in my nose.
It made me want to.
People who do this after waking up tend to have a better memory. Think about that. Let's take a look at the comments. Good morning to Sherry. I'm assuming that I missed some at the beginning. Probably had Bubby and Dan in there, maybe Patrick. Sherry, Douglas, Sherry, Levon, Dixie, Tamra, Anthony, Rick, Peg, Mary, Nancy, Pat, Jackie, Julie, Amber. Anybody else?
I don't think so. I think you got them.
Julie's saying stretch in the morning.
Oh.
People who do this after waking up tend to have a better memory. It is.
Better wait.
Any guesses?
Well, yeah, but no, I better not.
Make their bed.
Oh.
People that make their bed tend to have a better memory.
I try to.
I can't remember the last time
I've been on a kick here for like a good month or so.
What's the point?
Well,
that's my argument. What is the point of making your bed?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Because the next time, like in the middle of the day, you walk into your bedroom and it's sort of like, oh, hey, I forgot that I made the bed. So it doesn't help with memory. But it makes you feel nice. You know, it's like, oh, I'm together. I'm complete.
It makes you feel like you have your life together.
Yes, instead of walking in and being like, whoa,
chaos.
What happened here? You know? I don't know. I just think it looks nice.
And again, if you didn't know what happened there, like if you're saying what happened here, then maybe it's not helping you. That's why,
right? I know it's not. I can tell you that.
Hey, let's put some hype in for some stuff coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media. Coming up on Friday, we're getting close.
Oh,
closer. Yeah. We've got that stud, Cody Vandermolen. Cody coming to Barnwired this Friday from 11:30 to noon. Live interview, live original music.
Yeah.
From Cody Vandermolen. In fact, we've got a song that Cody sent me
really?
That we can play here, maybe here in a moment. Also coming up, and of course, with Barnwired, with Iowa Music Showcase, you can stop in live and in person, have a good time with Neil and I and the crew that hangs out there every Friday.
The crew.
The crew, yo.
That's it.
Cody Vandermolen, our guest, 11:30 to noon. You can watch it here, of course, on Steve Shetler Media. You can listen to it in podcast form. We've also got the sports section on Saturday morning, live from Barnwired. Again, get some breakfast, get some coffee, start your Saturday off with some sports. We've got Aaliyah Cooper. She's a heck of a trackster.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be coming in. We've got Aiden Reeves, a heck of a wrestler, now in his college years.
Yeah.
National champ. So both
dude's
of those
like a machine.
Fantastic athletes going to be hanging out with this Saturday morning. Jenny Hobbs is your springtime host. Okay, that's coming up this weekend. Sports section and Iowa Music Showcase. All right, so we're talking. We do have a recorded song. We've got Cody Vandermolen sent me a song. Let's give him a little love right now. Let's hear this tune from Cody Vandermolen. He's our guest for Friday's sports section. Friday's Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media.
Hi, my name is Cody Vandermolen. I'll be doing the Steve Shetler Media on Friday, March 21st, this coming Friday. And this is a song I wrote. It's a Christian song. It's just about how sometimes people are wanting more out of God than counting the blessings they already have, and knowing that His grace and His mercy and eternity with Him is enough. And if I had nothing else in my life that I have right now, it's more than enough. So it's called That's Enough. Sees my worth, and that's enough. If I falter, Lord, you hold me firm. You give me more than I deserve, and that's night, but I still have your love inside, and that's enough. If my efforts never make a dime, I'll keep trusting in your time, and that's enough. If all I get is eternity, that's enough for me. Yeah, you are enough. That's enough, I'ma give. You save me and you lift my head up high. That's enough for my soul. Through all this pain I'm whole because you died. Though if what I have is all it is in store, you're all that I'll ever need and more. Oh, and that's enough. That's enough, I'ma give. You save me and you lift my head up high. That's enough for my soul. Through all this pain I'm whole because you died. Oh, if what I have is all it is in store, you're all that I'll ever need and more. Oh, and that's enough. Thank you all.
Music from Cody Vandermolen. Good stuff there on a Wednesday morning here on Just Another Morning Show. Cody Vandermolen going to be our guest on the Iowa Music Showcase this Friday at Barnwired. Make sure you get into Barnwired. Check it out in person, watch it online, listen to it in podcast form. We're coming to you from the Oski Dental Studios. Brothers Market, our headline sponsor.
Brothers Market,
Just
who
another
has Black
morning
Rifle
show.
Coffee.
Yes. They
There you
have
go,
what
Rick.
you need. Savings are made simple. I'm pointing at the camera a lot today.
Yeah, I feel like you're pointing more at me, but I get in here this morning and the cameras are a little adjusted.
I messed with the cameras.
I really can't quite see Steve as clearly. I see his left eyeball a lot. It is sort of creeping me out. I feel like he's shutting me down.
Well, your camera looks better. I still need to work
Really?
on my camera. It's like the thing with these cameras is if you move them just a tiny little bit,
Yeah.
it really changes things. So like if I reach up right now
gosh.
and I'm like, oh,
Whoa.
there's some stuff over
Where
there.
did Steve go? Whoa. Oh my goodness.
So
that was insane.
I need to adjust that. It's off. It's still a little bit angled, kind of weird. And it's bothering me, Neil.
Maybe tomorrow we should set them real low, looking up at us. And so everybody's like, "Right,
we're giants.
We are just another morning show."
Hey, we've got Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library coming in here in just a little while. Again, phone lines are open. If you want to play Headline Truth or Trash, and you get 2 out of 3 right, 641-622-6262. You can get a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats in Sigourney. So phone lines are open.
Yep.
If you haven't won yet, if you've already won, let's put it that way. If you've already won something here during the month of March, we would ask you not to call in. But if you haven't won something yet and you want to win, get 2 out of 3 right. We'll give you 3 different headlines. You say whether they're truth or they're trash.
Trash.
And you'll most likely win. I'm telling you that right now. If you call in.
I sense April 1st, the phone lines are going to go berserk.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because everybody's going to be like, oh, it's a new month. We can call in again.
We'll have Sherry and Amber and
Jackie
and
yep.
Anthony and
yeah.
But if you want to call in this morning, if you want to be a brave soul, it's not that intimidating.
No, we're not scary.
We'll give you the ding or the buzz, or it's like you felt some gas there or something bubbling up.
Oddly enough.
Let's take a little bit of a break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors. Maybe somebody will be brave and call in. What's that number again?
641-622-6262.
All right. Somebody will call in and we'll play some headline truth or trash here shortly. And let's hear from Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. All right, we are back here on Just Another Morning Show. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. And yeah, it is looking, we're here on the square in Sigourney. We're looking outside right now. It is looking a little bit dark and dreary. Looking at the radar off screen here, definitely a little bit of light, at least light precipitation. Yeah. Here around
looks
our
like it's going to
area, and
clear
some definite storms in portions of south central Iowa, kind of moving up through. Let's see here, maybe Marion County has seen some storms. I know there were some severe thunderstorm warnings earlier today in more northern Iowa, but yeah,
right here. Before too long, we're going to clear up. Now to the west, it's still a little bit stormy action. So if you're heading that way, be on the lookout. But as a whole, this over here is going to... I want a green screen so bad.
We need to get you a meteorologist green.
And it'll push through.
Your weather sponsored by the Garden Gate. Wind advisory goes into effect at 1. Rain and thunderstorms a possibility today. A high around 60 and windy for today. Hey!
Whoa!
Hey! Ho!
Just walking in here like she owns the joint.
We got our... We got our second guest of the day. We're going to go right to it.
Do it.
We've got Miss Amanda from Sigourney Public Library.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hanging out with us today. Amanda, what's up?
It's been a day today, I tell you.
Already, and it's only 8 o'clock.
Wow. Well, I have a 5-year-old, and, mornings are hard.
We're not giving you time to catch your breath. We're going to go right into it. Did you bring us snacks or something?
I did bring you guys snacks.
Yes!
Are you serious?
We have after-school program this week, and yesterday my older kids, basically forced me to make food with them.
Oh.
By force. Oh no, make snacks. So yesterday we made loaded leprechaun popcorn. So I brought you guys a little treat.
Nice. Thank
It's
you.
delicious.
Oh. Thank you, children.
Yes.
Made with love, right?
We like ribs also.
I don't think we have the equipment at the library to make ribs, but
Cookies?
yeah, we do.
That's very cool, though.
Something food with them every month, and they just love it.
So how many kids did you have last night?
We just had 5
Roughly.
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're a great group.
That's
I love
awesome.
them. Yeah.
So, all right, we're talking about the weather. Is there any rain outside right now?
Oh my gosh, it's sprinkling a little bit. Yeah, it's getting very dark outside.
Yeah, it looks dark. It looks intimidating, but
Yeah.
you know, we were just looking at the radar. Really, nothing other than light stuff in the area right now. So
Good.
no need to freak out. No freaking out. Freak out,
man.
Randy Savage.
Yeah, it's probably not going to rain now because I actually remembered my umbrella today.
I forgot
That's how
an
it
umbrella.
works. Oh,
So it's our weekly chat with Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library, our librarian for 16 years.
yep. 16
Unbelievable.
years.
What's happening at the library this week?
Yeah,
What's the lowdown?
Like I said, we have our after-school programs this week. So today we have second and third graders, and tomorrow we have the kindergarten first graders, and they're doing some fun stuff. Those are Miss Kathy's group, and she does some really fun stuff with them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fun. So you got Miss Amanda, you got Miss Kathy. Are there any other misses down there?
Yeah, we have. There's actually 4 other
Are there any
employees.
misters?
There's not. We did have a Mr. and he retired.
Oh.
We miss him, but yeah, just misses down there right now. Even the custodians and misses.
Man.
How many people work at the library?
So there's myself, Miss Kathy, Eileen, Connie, Sandy, and Sharon, and then our custodian is Ginger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be like a retirement job for me. I'll be Mr.
Yeah.
Steve.
Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve at the library. I can read books.
I like that.
I'm a good reader.
Yeah.
I like reading.
I know.
What was it yesterday? I like words, I think
Spelling.
is what he said.
Spelling.
We had a misspelled on our community calendar that I had to
like
point
spelling.
Spelling's good. All right, so we got the after-school stuff going on.
Yeah,
What
yep.
all does that entail?
So we do kind of during COVID, we went to a craft kit kind of format. So people don't have to come to our programs, which a lot of people, you know, like I said last week, small town, everybody's in everything. So sometimes it doesn't work out that they come. So we have craft kits that they can come and they can still participate that way and take them home.
Very
so
cool.
we prepare for toddlers. I do 50 craft kits every week, and they're out the door. Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
So for the other groups, we do craft kits for them as well. And then the kids who want to come can come and hang out with us and do crafts and play games and whatever.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
very
It's kind of loosey goosey. We kind of play it by ear depending on the kids. You know,
It's not
it's
very
raining
structured.
today, so it's structured. But you know, like it's raining today, so they're obviously going to be
Yeah, you
a
have to
little
be
more,
flexible.
a little more crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to be flexible and kind of roll with it.
Nice. Now, the deadline is passed. We were talking last week about the freezer meals.
yeah.
Deadline is passed for this month, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
So-
get in for April.
Yes.
I actually, since I'm going to be on maternity leave, planned out the entire year. So if anybody wants to know what we're having the entire year, I can tell you.
Wow. Well, that helps
Yeah.
you, though, also.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that far in advance what you're doing.
Yep. Get my grocery list ready and everything. It's the whole deal.
Nice. So what else
Yeah.
is happening at the library? Now, are you guys always constantly just getting in new books?
Yes, we're always doing something. Even if we're not having a program where people come in, we're always preparing for something. Like you said, freezer meals. Our freezer meals are next week, and it's a whole ordeal. So like I get part of the groceries on Friday, our dry stuff, and then we get part of the groceries Monday, and Monday is just a whole day of prep stuff. And then we put the meals together Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning.
Wow.
So it's a whole deal for those.
Yeah.
We do not get them pre-made, and a lot of people think we get them already made. We do not. We do all the work. So
That's a lot of work to do.
yeah.
I don't understand why you would put yourself through that, but it's sure
Well-
appreciated. Honestly, it is. Since last week,
Yeah.
I've talked to a few different people, and they just absolutely love it. Mm-hmm. And for the same
Yeah.
reasons you pointed out last week, it's just It's all there.
Yep.
There's
it's
no guesswork.
easy.
There's no anything other than throwing it together.
Yep. Yeah, and they're not hard. You don't need to be Gordon Ramsay to make them. I tell people my husband can make them, so anybody can. So
oh,
yeah.
She didn't mean that.
I mean, he can grill, but cooking things is different. Yeah.
I need to get in on this because I don't cook.
It'd be honestly, it would be be great for you. Because yes, you could surprise Stacy with a meal and be like, I made it all by myself.
Thanks to the
slaved
library.
over the stove.
Absolutely.
The oven.
Yeah.
So back to, I had another quick question. You were talking about how many kids come and this and that. One question I had from last week after the fact. So when we grew up, we are old enough to remember the card catalogs. Mm-hmm. How does that work nowadays? Do you still have the drawers?
We do have the original ones from the old library, but everything that we have now is online.
I assumed so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not, the kids don't even get it anymore. How they had to
they
flip
don't have to flip
and-
through anything. No.
Really? Well, that's depressing.
It's a little easier now.
Decimals.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes, the Dewey Decimal is still around.
Huh.
Yep.
That's very cool. And do you have any idea roughly how many books do you have at the library?
Do we have? Well,
is that
items total between everything that we have about 22,000 items.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You have to inventory those.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yep. We have to weed them every year, so go through and pull the old ones out. We have to inventory. Yep.
That was just a question that came to my mind after the fact, and I'm like, I figured a few thousand. In my head, it's just hard to grasp.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Do you? Like you said, you had to weed some stuff out occasionally.
Yeah.
Is it just stuff that people haven't checked out in forever?
Yeah. So there's actually a formula to it.
Oh.
So depending on what kind of book it is, so typically it's 5 years. If they haven't been checked out in 5 years, we get rid of them, make room for new things. It just keeps things fresh. And I mean, I wish we could keep everything always, but unless they want to build us a second story, it's not plausible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So what happens, if I can ask, what happens to the ones that are weeded out?
So they go to our book sale. So we have an annual book sale through our Friends of the Library. Shout out to them. They're amazing. They do a lot for us. Every fall they do a book sale, and I mean, they're super cheap, $1 for a book. You can't beat it. That money goes right back into the library to help us with programs in our collection and everything. Nice. So it's kind of a circle of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I was going to ask, as far as when you get new books in, all right, this is some backstage stuff for the library. Where do you get books? How do you get books?
Oh, true.
Does somebody buy them?
Yes.
I
actually purchase them.
Okay.
I get so many catalogs every month, and I go through them pretty thoroughly and pick out the ones that I think our community would like. And then there's probably 4 or 5 different places I get them from. We have a big vendor that is our bulk, but then, sometimes if it's a really old book, I can get it cheaper used or something like that. So we try to be pretty fiscally responsible.
Yeah.
But then when they come in, we do all the cataloging. We put everything in the computer by hand. I wish that was a little easier and a little more modern, but, it's okay.
Yeah. How many new books a month do you think you get in?
Probably at least 50.
Oh, okay.
And that's between everything. That's between adults and kids.
Sure, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's not including the donations. We have people bring in boxes and boxes of donations. Yeah. We don't always keep all of the donations, but the ones we do, we catalog those as well. Yeah.
I was going to say, I've got a bunch of old books. You read
I've
books.
never thought about that.
You hate to get rid of them. You're like, man, I'll read that maybe here in a few more, 5 years down the road. I'll reread
when
that
I'm old,
book.
I'll sit down and read it again.
When I retire.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of pro wrestling books at home because I think it's well known that I'm a pro wrestling geek fan. Mm-hmm. And I love reading books about professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. And I should donate some of my
take donations.
Books. So you can be honest with Steve right now. Will that be a big rented out book?
I mean, you never know what people like,
You could actually, though, do you have many? Because you could start a very
Pro wrestling section.
Yeah, I mean,
we
it could
probably
be huge.
have a couple, but not a huge selection.
There you go.
Donate.
They're waiting on you.
Steve Shetler Media Pro Wrestling
We'll
section.
donate a shelf to you. It'll be sponsored by Steve Shetler
Steve's
Media.
Picks.
Steve's Picks. That's what we should do every week. A new
my
pick.
gosh.
I can't read a book in a week.
All right. So I was reading here recently that there's a new Hunger Games book coming out. All right.
Yes.
What are your just general thoughts on that? Do we need another one?
It's kind of like movies, kind of like, for instance, the Aliens movies. Like they just keep coming out, and it's like I'm sorry to the people making them, but they're not good. It's like they're not as, they might be good, but they're definitely not as good as the original. So
I mean, how many years has it been since the last Hunger Games book?
The one just came out last year, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they had the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh, was
which
that
was like a
with
prequel.
the movie too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was a prequel, which I was not a huge fan of because I loved the Hunger Games so much.
Yeah.
It's hard to continue it with the same gusto,
Yeah.
So,
So is this new one? Maybe I'm asking you stuff you don't know. Is the new Hunger Games book going to be another prequel, or is it going to be?
I think it's a spin-off.
Okay.
I think it's a spin-off of another character, but don't quote me on that.
It's kind of like like you were talking, movies that just don't, the series of movies that just don't end, or maybe it's like when a movie, the sequel to a movie comes out on like Netflix or a streaming service. It's like, if it's not out in theaters, I don't really consider it
Straight to DVD.
real movie.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's less than the previous movies.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the
I agree
straight to
with that.
DVD ones are kind of like those books. It's like,
Yes. It's not going to have the following and the impact.
But that's a great thing about working at the library. It's like, I want to read that. So if
Yeah.
somebody checks it out, I'll be like, was it worth it?
Oh,
like,
good point.
Like, do I need
Get
to
some
spend my
reviews.
time doing that?
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
All right, so that also reminds me, do you guys have like a book club?
We do. We have a
Okay.
monthly book club. Miss Kathy runs that. We're going to have to get a Mister now.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about that. We're all Miss. Miss Kathy runs that. So every third Saturday of the month we meet. She picks, they all pick a new book every month. So like this month, I actually featured the book they're doing for April on my segment for Thursday. So make sure you catch me on there.
Yes.
I'll talk about that one.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a pretty good following. We actually have a mix of men and women, which I love. Totally different perspectives on things. They get into some really good conversations.
I was going to say, it's a meeting where people come and they kind of sit around and they discuss the book.
Yep, it's very non-formal. There's not like a list of questions. It's, they just kind of discuss their feelings on it, and usually there's some snacks.
Oh, okay. Well, that might get me to come
I know,
then.
food gets everybody.
I was trying to, in my head, I'm trying to think, would that be something for me? But then I have to read.
You have a whole month to read it, though.
A whole month.
Whole month to
How
read
short
one
are
book.
these books?
Well, it just depends.
Are they picture books?
Yeah, because...
I don't think they normally have pictures, but, maybe we can squeeze
now that's
one in.
the problem with books. I mean, even the best books out there, the old classics, if you had a few pictures here and there, to really get it in your head what it looked like, that would help.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You
And
do
snacks
that.
always go well.
Neil's new side job.
There you go.
Illustrating books.
Yes. Interesting stuff. All right, so is there anything else that you wanted to mention today? We'll let you get about your day.
Well, if people want to join our Cook the Book for April, it's on April 7th. We have the cookbook at the library, so you have a couple of weeks left to pick a recipe. Super easy. All you do is come to the library, go through the cookbook, pick a recipe, make it for the event on April 7th, and then come and eat your heart out.
Nice.
It's potluck and social time. We spend maybe 5 minutes doing an actually structured talk, and then the rest of the time is just socializing. It's nice.
Lots of things happening at the library.
So much more than I ever knew.
Yep.
I really love this, that you're coming in every week.
You get the theme. We like food a lot.
Snacks and books.
Yeah.
Snacks,
Can't go
books,
wrong.
Yeah.
Do you ever, all right, one last question. Do you ever have to get on somebody's case and be the librarian that goes, shh,
Yes, I know. And
what's the
usually it's
matter?
like, please don't make me shush you. That's so stereotypical.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you don't like being that.
Usually if I kind of just walk by them, if they're being loud, they kind of go, oh, here she comes.
Do you have a librarian look that you give them?
I don't think so, but I've heard the kids say, oh, she's got the look.
Really?
It's like, stop it, guys.
You should carry a yardstick everywhere.
Yes.
That would be...
Clothespins.
Well,
yes.
We'd always give my sister a hard time because she's a teacher, and sometimes she'd give us that teacher look. It's like, ooh, Mrs. Clarahan's coming out.
Right? Exactly.
Like, watch out.
Fun stuff. Well, go check out the library. If you can't get there in person, where can people find you online?
We're on Facebook. I mean, I'm all over town. I'm everywhere. If there's
you guys have an official website?
We have an official website. We actually just launched our very first virtual tour of the library.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So make sure you get on our website and check that out. It's very slick. It's basically walks you through the entire library. Got hot spots so you can see what everything is.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know what notes Neil is taking over there.
I wanted to look it up. What's the website?
You can go to any search engine and just search for the Sigourney Library.
Okay.
We're the only Sigourney Library ever.
Okay.
So, or you can go to sigourney.lib.ia.us.
Oh, whoa. There you go.
It's easier just to search for it.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of people struggle spelling Sigourney.
Yeah. S-I-G with an O. Oh, you are with an N. Anyone with S-I-G with an O, you are with an Y. Hey,
yeah. Bringing out the cheerleading. All right. I like
my
it.
sister was a cheerleader, so like all those things are ingrained in my brain. All right. Well, it's our weekly chat with Miss Amanda from the Sigourney Public Library. As she mentioned, she's got a weekly video here on Steve Shetler Media that goes up Thursdays at 10 a.m., so you can always check that out for more information. Amanda, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for
and thank you for the snacks.
Enjoy your
snacks.
snacks.
That's going to be great. Make sure you thank
Can't
the kids
wait.
for us.
See
That
ya.
is Amanda. Hey, Amanda, don't go anywhere. We need to get a picture of you before you
okay.
go. Let's go to a commercial
Pictures.
break. We'll get some
All right.
sponsors out of the way. Neil's going to snap a picture. I'm going to give him the photography skills here. And we'll take a break. Be back with more right after this here on Just Another Morning Show.
We do.
Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191. Hello, we're doing just another morning show here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. It's Neil and I.
That sounded British.
Hello.
Hello, Governor. Top of the morning to you.
Are you a pedophile?
A what? What? No. I mean, I don't think.
Do we need to get a cadaver dog?
Whoa. I would love to have a cadaver dog.
Go out and look for cadavers?
No, actually, I would not. Can you imagine walking your dog around the block and it goes nuts at the neighbor's yard?
For a cadaver?
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
Or a pedophile?
A pedophile.
Let's take a look at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events. You know.
What?
Enchanted Events is a fabulous place to have an event.
Fabulous.
Whether it's a wedding, a graduation, a reunion, a birthday, bar mitzvah,
or
concert.
Even a party.
A party. You can have a party with Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys. We're going to have a party.
Party.
VIP table. Get a VIP table. Get your tickets in advance. It'd be a little over a month away. About 5 weeks away now from Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys. Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events. Get your tickets right now. Do it.
Because we said so.
Do it. What haven't we talked about yet on our community calendar? We do want to tell you that the Watch Your Opera House has their next big concert coming up on Saturday, March 29th. Gonna be a heartache tonight.
Oh, a heartache tonight, I know.
Tribute to the Eagles coming up on March 29th at 7 p.m.
That could be a good show.
Tickets look like they're $35. You can purchase them on the Watch Your Opera House website. Heartache Tonight, tribute to the Eagles, Watch Your Opera House. Also on the calendar, we'll go up here.
Okay.
Where we don't usually go.
We always leave some of you.
We've got the Faster Horses and Neva Alden at the Expo in Sigourney. That'll be on Friday, July 18th. That's well in advance, but you want to do that. And then speaking of the Expo, want to tell you that they've got their last bingo of the season coming up tonight. 6 o'clock. Progressive
right.
Jackpot. Concessions available. Go play some bingo.
Bingo.
At the Expo. Expo bingo. That's tonight. Again, last time to play that this spring season. And then Bras for a Cause. April 12th. Carl Kravis Civic Center in Hedrick. With the free will donation, they've got an auction. They've got the firemen trying on the fancy decorated bras. Bras for a Cause. Hedrick. Again, that's the Carl Kraft Civic Center.
When is that?
That's April 12th.
I think what would be very smart, because you said that we're going to have Lori come in and speak about that. I think she should bring 1 or 2 firemen with her and give us a
A little modeling?
Yeah, a little modeling. Okay. Maybe of past winners.
Yeah.
You know?
Bring in some of those fancy bras. Maybe have you try one on. That'd be fun.
I don't know. I like halter tops.
Well, there's that one time I came over and
they
weren't expecting me. And
yeah. It was
kind of awkward. Let's do some birthdays. I like birthdays.
Don't mind them.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. It's birthday time here on the morning, just another morning show. That is our birthday chicken. Hometown Real Estate bringing you the birthdays as always. Nikki Leathers, broker, owner, realtor, with all your needs realty-wise. Give her a call, 641-295-4142. Hometown birthdays for today, just a couple. Anthony Westendorf, 21.
You know whose son that is? Sherry's.
Sherry, you're going to have a long night. 21. Woo! Have fun with that, Anthony. Jeff Gillen also celebrating a birthday today. Okay, celebrity-wise, I didn't take a quick look down. Oh, good deal. All right. Ruth Pointer.
She likes to point.
Is that her real name? Because I did not know.
Evidently.
I did not know the Pointer sisters was a pointer. Yeah. 79 for Ruth. Glenn Close, 78, actress. She's still acting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she'll ever stop. Harvey
Weinstein.
Steen. I was wanting to say Weinstein for some reason, like Bruce Springsteen. Like in my head was Weinstein. He's a film producer and slash jail.
He's a perv.
He's a perv.
He's a pedophile.
Bruce Willis, 70. Man, that does surprise me that he's 70. It makes perfect sense, and health-wise, man, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Man, it's too bad.
Going through some stuff.
Yeah. Baseball player Clayton Kershaw, 37. Man, can that dude hit a ball.
Actually, he's a pitcher.
That's what I meant. He is one of the best pitchers that the Braves have ever seen. I mean, took him to the...
Don't think he plays for the Braves.
Oh, he doesn't anymore? Oh.
Never.
Well, he should have. The Braves would have been better with Clayton.
Birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. And
What?
Amber just put up a big post.
Oh, no.
Too long for me to read. If you want to get your birthdays in, you can always email those at steveshetlermedia@gmail.com. So we still got some time left to play the Truth or Trash game, headline Truth or Trash. If you want to be brave, if you have not called in and won a prize yet, you might as well. Today is your day. 641-622-6262. 641-622-6262.
Yes.
Call now. Play headline Truth or Trash. If you get 2 out of 3 right, heck, maybe even if you get 1 out of 3 right. Heck, maybe if you get 0 out of 3 right, you'll still win. All you have to do is call. We want somebody to call.
That sounds like a really easy game.
You just have to say whether the headline is truth or trash. Again, that phone number is
641.
Go ahead.
622. 6 with a 2, 6 with a 2.
62, my friends. And until somebody calls in, we'll do some weird news.
That is weird.
Some weird. Now, I did not have time to go through my weird news and pick the stories. Our earlier guest, Jodi Griner, told her to be here. I thought she was going to be here, after 7 o'clock. She was here at 1:45.
Yeah. She was rip-roaring, ready to go.
So, snip, snorting, rip, roaring.
Yeah.
So I didn't have time. Let's see here. Should we talk about...
Just pick one with a good heading. Those always turn out great.
How about... Yeah, this is like Truth or Trash. Headline Truth or Trash. AI predicts a disturbing future for human evolution. Artificial intelligence has offered a bizarre and unsettling vision of humanity 1,000 years from now. AI-generated images depicting people heavily fused with technology. Is that like the Matrix, where people are like,
Well, it makes you wonder, because I don't think we're that far from it.
Using the Mid-Journey program, whatever that is, AI has prompted to envision future humans, and the results are more dystopian than expected. So,
it really could be more Matrix-like.
Fused with technology.
Except for the fact that we already are in the Matrix.
It's time to unplug. Unplug from the Matrix. How about this one? A government worker managed to avoid his job for 6 years without anyone noticing.
What?
Until he was about to receive an award for his supposed dedication.
Oh, my.
So he hadn't gone to work in 6 years. They were going to give him an award, and then they figured it out. He hadn't actually been to work in 6 years. The guy worked in the Public Utilities Department. He stopped showing up to work while he was still collecting his salary. His absence went unnoticed due to a lack of oversight, and his salary was automatically processed without review. Now, what I'm wondering, without reading this whole story, is did he, once they caught on, did he have to repay that money? Let's see here. All right. So following the revelation, authorities took legal action against him, and the case highlighted serious flaws in the workplace monitoring system. It raises questions about how many similar situations may exist within government offices. Elon Musk, obviously, and his group doing their best to weed out stuff like this from happening. But, there's proof that it is happening.
So the public utilities, so like a city worker, is what I'm taking that as, right?
Yeah. Huh. Public Utilities Department.
I think I know one of them guys. Moving on. Hey, Randy. Just kidding, buddy. Just kidding, buddy.
A dating expert has highlighted a common misconception among men regarding... Whoa.
Wish you'd have pre-read this one.
Performance in the bed. Let's just say that. Revealing that extended duration in bed, often inspired by unrealistic portrayals in adult films, can be a significant turnoff for women.
Yeah.
They say maybe a little bit shorter is better. Moving on. Does anybody want to call in yet?
How about them snacks?
How about them Hawkeyes?
Woo. A lot of truth in that story, Steve. A lot of truth.
Sorry about that. Family-friendly show.
Well, this is live. And local.
And local. We don't push that enough. We're live and local. How many other radio stations or online places or media in general is live and local? We are.
Right here.
Live and local. Call me if you want to be... Prove that we're live.
Right.
Prove that we're local. 641-622-6262. Call in, play headline, truth or trash. Win a $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats.
Ooh.
Speaking of the Hawkeyes, I said, how about them Hawkeyes?
Yeah.
You're not a sports fan, so you would not be really aware of this. But
whatever.
Everybody thought that Iowa basketball, since they got rid of Fran McCaffrey, they thought that Iowa was going to get Coach DeVries from West Virginia.
Okay.
He was an Iowa boy. Everybody thought that was going to be the go-to hire.
Okay.
Didn't happen.
Oh.
He went to Indiana instead, a Big Ten rival.
Oh.
Is there
Iowa any other talks of someone who they might have?
There are thinking, a lot of people thinking Ben McCollum, the coach for Drake. Drake has had a fantastic season. They're thinking maybe McCollum from Drake. After that, it's kind of a wide open search.
You got any out there that you'd like to see?
I know you're kind of asking me jokingly.
Well, but in a way, because you know more.
My dream coach for Iowa for a long time now, although he has Iowa roots, he was a former Iowa assistant with Tom Davis a long time ago. He's gone on to do great things, but also he's kind of sleazy and slimy.
Oh.
Bruce Pearl.
Okay.
Now he coaches Auburn. He is kind of jumped from program to program. He's had great success, but then he's also been caught doing some underhanded things as well. With the NIL situation the way it is now,
right?
Where you're just you're out in the open paying players anymore. I'm sure a lot of that stuff doesn't matter.
He
anymore.
Wouldn't seem sleazy now.
So maybe his sleaziness from the past.
Well, maybe sleaze is what Iowa needs.
A little sleazy and slimy.
It might get them right back on top.
They'll never, ever get Bruce Pearl because he would cost too much.
Oh.
You'd probably have to pay the guy probably $7-8 million a year.
My. I played basketball in junior high.
You'll be a walk-on for the Hawkeyes?
For the coach.
Oh, for the coach.
Yeah. Can you imagine? That whole team would quit.
Basically, the entire Iowa team is going to the transfer portal anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Don't pre-read, just read.
Let's go to Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
In a recent interview, Tina Louise, who was Ginger, the redhead, Ginger Grant on Gilligan's Island, disclosed that the cast received modest compensation during the show's original run. It was back in the 1960s.
Well, yeah.
So they weren't really going to make a whole lot anyway. But Ginger stated that each actor earned about $1,500 per episode for the 98 episodes that were filmed, amounting to about $147,000 over the entire duration of Gilligan's Island. Now, notably, the cast did not receive residual payments from the show's reruns.
Oh.
That's where they would have made big money.
That's not right.
Despite the limited financial returns, what's her name? Tina Louise emphasized that her passion for acting transcended monetary considerations. Now, she's 91 years old now.
Oh, my.
Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
Well, no offense.
She says she does remain open for any acting roles that could come her way.
Oh, honey.
I wonder what she looks like these days.
What is her name?
From, Tina Louise.
Tina Louise.
Put in Tina Louise 2025.
Oh, the last thing I looked up was your game. Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
That's a good game.
Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
And by the way, you have just a few minutes left. We're going to be wrapping up here very shortly. If you want to possibly win $10 gift card to Bee's Sweet Treats, you just have to call in 641-622-6262 and play the headline Truth or Trash game.
Ooh. Sorry.
How's Tina looking these days?
I guess I'm live, right? She's a nice looking lady.
I mean, she's 91.
Yes.
She's still a redhead?
I don't think you're getting any acting jobs, honey. I'm just saying.
How about a scary old lady role?
Maybe. There you go. Deserted on an island.
So we're going to give the phone lines just a few more minutes. Otherwise, do you sleep with your bed?
With my bed? Sometimes.
Do you sleep with your phone nearby your bed?
It's on the dresser. I mean,
so it's not too far away.
Not too far. I mean, I can't just like reach over and grab it. I literally have to sort of do that much.
You have to make an effort.
Yeah.
Do you turn your ringer off? Is your phone silent? Or are you hearing like updates and the beeps and the vibrations?
I can hear it all night. I mean, if I hear it, I sleep through it. Dude, I sleep through this thunderous storm that is a polar bear trying to escape from a trap that is my snoring. So, no, my phone never wakes me up.
All right. So this is why you shouldn't sleep with your phone in bed.
Okay.
Your screens disrupt sleep cycles. So if like you're looking at your phone, it's right in your face, especially like when you're about to go to bed.
Right.
That's going to screw you up.
Oh.
So keep your phone out of your face before you go to bed. Phones stimulate your mind.
Oh, I can see
not
that.
Not just the glow of the screen, interacting with your device. It keeps your brain going. Yep. While you should be trying to slow things down and get into that sleep mode. It says phones may also actually pose a fire or burn risk.
I don't doubt that. Some phones get hot when they're charging.
Yeah,
they do.
They could blow up.
Yeah,
start a fire.
That would not be good.
And then knowing that phones can interrupt your sleep, it's important to think about what you can do to regulate and manage your use of your phones. Particularly can impact teens and children who like to, obviously keep checking.
So on that note, back in the day, and the kids nowadays won't know or care, but I would still have one to this day if they still put them out there. I loved my BlackBerry phones. Okay. Absolutely loved them. And BlackBerry had a really cool feature. You could set it to where your phone would turn off. I think I had mine turn off at 10 p.m. and it would shut down completely, and at 5 a.m. it would turn back on. You didn't have to physically turn it on. So by the time I'm waking up, it was on again.
It was awake with you.
Yeah. So but I wasn't using my phone as an alarm clock either.
Yeah.
Which now I do. So
see, I just use a regular old alarm clock still.
I've got one, but it's so annoying. I hate it. So, yeah, I can see I slept better back in those days, the BlackBerry days. I get it. Makes perfect sense.
Let's take one last look at our forecast before we get out of here. Neil, you want to do the honors?
Oh, do I? Yes, I do. I had to get my glasses on. Oh, except it's not coming up quick enough. Wind advisory in effect today from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 10 tonight. Chance of rain and thunderstorms. Rain likely after 4 p.m. Increasing clouds. A high today near 60. It's going to be windy. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour tonight.
That's crazy.
So be aware of that. That's just, yeah.
Be wind aware.
Be wind aware. Rain and snow before midnight.
Oops, sorry.
Chance of snow between midnight and 3, low around 26. 90% chance of that precip, but new snow accumulation less than a half inch possible. Oh, I was reading that. Thank you. Sunny tomorrow, high near 48. Breezy. Northwest winds 15 to 20, increasing clouds 32 tomorrow night, and partly sunny and 59 on Friday.
Alrighty.
Breezy almost the entire rest of the week, though.
So windy today,
Wow.
a little bit of rain off and on, maybe a little bit of snow possibly. So stuff to keep in mind as you get through your Wednesday.
We need no more snow.
No to snow.
No
Say
snow.
no to snow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that does it. Once again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney. They are our headline sponsor. Oski Dental, of course, sponsors our studio. Does Toothy want to say goodbye?
Where is Toothy? Toothy, are you still in here?
Toothy!
Hey, it's me, Toothy! I got lost. You guys are... Whoa! What?
I busted you.
What just happened there? That wasn't me. And for those of you that are like, oh no, is that for real? Was he doing that voice the whole time? Duh.
The man behind the curtain. Wizard of Oz has been revealed. All right, I think that does it. We'll save our Bees Sweet Treats gift card.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow it's a double whammy.
Yeah, maybe.
Never know.
All right, we're out of here. Neil, you have a fantastic day.
You have an even better one, buddy.
Oh, you have even a better one than that one.
No, I like you a lot.
Oh, well, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.